Hello friends, welcome to my channel. This is Charan. In this video I will show you in PHP using jQuery how to insert records into MySQL phpmyadmin database. I'm reloading the browser. Employee name I'm adding Charan at gmail.com. Now before click this insert record button, let's check my database table. Let's browse the table. Right now this table contains 0 rows. Let's click the button control insert records. See here we got a message record inserted successfully, which is alert message. Okay, we'll check this browser table and see here we got the results of this table Charan at gmail.com. Let's add another one, Praveen p at gmail.com. Insert records, browse. See, the Praveen record is inserted successfully. We insert the records into MySQL using jQuery in PHP. If you are a first time visitor to my channel, please subscribe to get the latest updates. Before writing the coding part in PHP, first we'll create a new table in this MySQL phpmyadmin database. I'm selecting sample DB database to create a table. I'm selecting SQL, create table EMP is a table name, ID, integer type, not null, auto increment column I'm adding, and primary key. The second column is a EMP name, varchar 50, email varchar 150. Let's create a table, go, and the table is created successfully. You can notice in the sample DB database inside tables folder there is a tab EMP. Let's browse the table. Right now in this tab EMP table contains 0 rows. Now let's insert some values into this table using jQuery. I'm using Notepad++ for this tutorial. In this new one page, I'm adding first HTML code. I'm closing the HTML tag, header section. I'm closing the header section, and the body. I'm closing the body tag. Now inside this body tag, I'm adding the form tag, form. I'm closing the form tag. Now in this form tag, I'm adding center tag. I'm closing the center tag. H1, I'm closing the H1 tag. How to insert the records into MySQL phpmyadmin database. H2 PHP using jQuery. Let's add the horizontal line. Now after the horizontal line, I'm adding the HTML elements, 2 text box controls and 1 button control. So let's create a table here. Table border is equals to 1. Close the table. Inside this table I'm adding tr, close the tr, td, I'm closing the td tag. The column names we have emp name and email, employee name, the next td, I'm adding the text box control, input type is equals to text, id is equals to text name. Let's close the input tag. After that, let's copy this tr, paste here, This one is the employee email, text email, and the last one I'm adding the button control button. I'm closing the button tag. The label of the button is insert records. Let's add the ID to this button. Control ID is equals to but is the ID name of the button. That's it. Up to now we have just finished the designing part. Let's save this file. I'm saving this file in the root folder www. The page name is php insert jquery.php. Let's make this small p. Let's save this file. Now before writing the coding part in PHP to insert the records using jQuery, first let's check the output, how it looks at designing part on the browser. And here we got the output of that code, which contains header tags, 2 text box controls and 1 button control. Now let's write the code. When I insert some values into this employee name and email, when I click insert records button, I want to save the values into this table using jQuery. So when we are using jQuery, first thing we need the latest jQuery CDN link. Open Google and type for latest jQuery CDN Google, and from the search results I'm selecting the first one, hosted libraries. In the Google hosted libraries, at the corner there is a contents panel which contains jQuery. Click that one. You can find different kinds of snippets. I'm selecting the latest one, which is a 3.3.1 version. I'm copying the snippet. Let's add into our project in the header section. After adding the jQuery CDN, now in the form tag I'm adding the method is equals to post. After that, let's write the PHP code. PHP. Now inside this PHP tags, the first thing I'm adding the connection variables. Host name is equals to localhost. DB name is equals to, my database name is a sample DB dollar username root dollar password is equals to. Notice in this password I'm leaving blank because I don't have any password to log into MySQL phpmyadmin database. If you have any, please enter that one. After adding the connection variables, let's connect the connection string. mysql_connect method. The connect method, the first parameter is the host, which is a string. So let's add the host name, the parameter string, so we have to add the double quotes. The second parameter is a username. Let's copy this one, comma. The third one is a password. The password is empty, so I'm leaving blank. And the last one is a database name, DB name. After that, suppose if the connection is failed, I want to display the message, or die method I'm using connection failed. After connection string, I'm writing the query. Query is equals to mysql_query method. This query method takes two parameters. The first one is a link, which is the connection object. Copy this one, comma. The second one is a string query. Here the query is an insert statement. Insert into the table name is tab emp. The column names are emp name and email values. Here in the values usually we'll write the text box IDs, but we are inserting records using jQuery. So let's add the functionality if is set $_post between single quotes. I'm adding the jQuery variable jQname, and this variable will write in the script tag $_post method between single quotes. The next variable is a jQemail. Let's close this curly brace after the query. Now here I'm creating a variable $name is equals to $_post. I'm adding this variable jQuery name semicolon $email is equals to $_post method jQemail. Now let's add these variables in these values between single quotes $name, copy it, comma, again single quotes $email. Let's close the mysql query method. That's it, we have written the PHP code. Now we require the jQuery snippet. In the header section, I'm adding the script tag, script type is equals to text / JavaScript $document ready function $ between single quotes hash. I'm adding the button control ID dot click function. I'm adding the event e semicolon. Now in this click event, I'm retrieving the text box values. Variable name is equals to $ between double quotes. I'm adding the text box ID text name hash text name dot val method. Next variable email is equals to $ between double quotes. I'm adding the text box ID hash text email dot val method. After retrieving the text box values, let's post the data $post method. In this post method, the first parameter, the page name, which is a PHP insert jQuery, PHP insert jQuery dot PHP is a path, comma, and the second one between curly braces, I'm adding this post jQname colon, this variable name, comma, the second one is jQemail colon, the variable email, comma, function data dollar single quotes. I'm adding the button control ID hash but dot add method. Once the records are inserted successfully, I want to display the message. So I'm adding alert record inserted successfully. Once the record is inserted successfully, I want to clear the text box values. So let's copy this one, add here in single quotes. The next one, the text box email, I want to clear those ones. And the last one, return false. That's it. We have done the complete coding part to insert the values using jQuery in PHP. Let's save this file. We'll insert records. I'm reloading the browser. Employee name, I'm adding Charan at gmail.com. Now before click this insert record button, let's check my database table. Let's browse the table. Right now this table contains 0 rows. Let's click the button control insert records. See here we got a message record inserted successfully, which is alert message. Okay, we'll check this browser table and see here we got the results of this table. Charan at gmail.com. Let's add another one. Praveen p at gmail.com. Insert records. Browse. See the Praveen record is inserted successfully. We insert the records into mysql using jQuery in PHP. That's it.